Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Hello Word, where we dive into the English language one word at a time. I'm Alex, your host, and today we're going to talk about a powerful word, accountable. This word is a C1 level adjective, meaning it's a great addition for those of you at an advanced level in English. When we say someone is accountable, we mean they're responsible for something and able to explain their actions. It's not just about being in charge. It's about owning up to the results, good or bad, and being ready to answer for your decisions. Let's go through some synonyms for accountable. A close match is responsible, as both suggest someone is in charge and expected to manage the outcome. For example, as the team leader, she's responsible for meeting the project deadline. Another synonym is answerable. We use this word when someone is required to justify their actions, like in the manager is answerable to the board for the department's performance. And one more similar word is liable. When someone is liable, they're legally or morally obligated to something. For example, the company is liable for any damages caused by the product. On the other hand, let's look at some antonyms. One opposite of accountable is unaccountable, which describes someone who doesn't need to explain their actions. For instance, the anonymous donor was unaccountable for how the funds were used. Another antonym is irresponsible, which describes someone who doesn't take responsibility for their actions. You could say, leaving the project unfinished was an irresponsible choice. And finally, we have exempt, meaning free from an obligation. For example, he was exempt from taking the test due to his previous experience. Now, how might we use accountable in everyday life? Imagine a friend saying, I want to hold myself accountable for going to the gym 3 times a week. This shows they're serious about their commitment and willing to track their own progress. Or you might hear a manager say, you're accountable for the results of this project, emphasizing that the person will need to take responsibility for the project's success or failure. You'll often hear accountable in work environments, personal goals, or even parenting when someone wants to stress the importance of taking responsibility. Here are a few more examples of accountable in sentences. The student council is accountable to the entire school for planning events. Or being accountable for your actions is an important part of growing up. And finally, she feels accountable to her team and wants to make sure everyone succeeds. All right, that's our word of the day, accountable. To recap, it means being responsible for something and able to explain your actions. Some synonyms include responsible, answerable, and liable, while antonyms are unaccountable, irresponsible, and exempt. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to the podcast and leave a review. It really helps others find the show. And here's a fun challenge. Try using accountable in a sentence of your own and share it with us in the comments. I'd love to see how you put today's word into practice.